Well, we are 4 years post Justin Trudeau sweeping to power in a wave of optimism and change, and this election has been cast as the Prime Minister's to lose. Joe Oliver is a member of the Conservative Party and served as both Finance Minister and Minister of Natural Resources under then Prime Minister Stephen Harper. He is now chair of Echelon Wealth Partners. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
So you're a partisan. We'll put that out there on election day, that's clear. But you're also the last finance minister to bring us a balanced budget in this country. And we were very focused on balancing the budgets through the 90s under the Liberal governments and then the Stephen Harper government. What's happened, Joe, and does it matter? We've talked about this. Deficits are here to stay as far as Canadians are concerned.
Well, they can't be here to stay, and I think we know what some of the dangers are, particularly with a looming recession. I mean, I'm very concerned putting country before a party. I am very concerned about the amount of deficit, the size of the debt, the amount of interest that an average Canadian family is paying, some $6,400 for a family of four. I'm concerned that the deficits will balloon completely out of control in a recession. And I'm frankly concerned. It looks very much like we're going to have a minority government, and it's going to be a government that may be dependent upon NDP support. And you know, the platform of the NDP shows $130 billion in the next 4 years.
Right.
I mean, even the Liberals' platform is another $94 billion in addition to the $72 billion they already incurred. You know, these are big numbers. And people don't focus on them because they're so big, but they translate into waiting time in hospitals and education and infrastructure and potholes in the roads.
Right. But Joe, we are now seeing a slowing global economy here in the U.S. Also, the numbers are not looking that great. So would this be the right time for more belt tightening, or would this be the time to actually add to more spending and try to boost the economy?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Just in terms of the spending that we may see on the economy, you note that there may be economic implications from whoever is in power. Do you think there'll be a stronger reaction than some people think? Well, I think the market will wake up to the fact that we have a government now which has no intention of balancing the budget as far as the eye can see, and this will be doubled up, maybe tripled. So, you know, we wouldn't be talking about deficits of $20 billion. We'd be talking about 40, 50, you know, and in a downturn, as you know, automatic stabilizers come in, the revenue go down, and there's stimulus spending. I mean, we're really looking at numbers which are quite shocking. One of the things this election has shown, and we're just talking about this, is how regionally divided we are. But we have two leading parties, the Conservatives and the Liberals, who say we will get Trans Mountain built, pipelines are going to happen. And we have the balance of power parties, the Bloc and the NDP, saying, no way, we're canceling Trans Mountain. We don't want pipelines at all. What signal will that send to the investment community? Well, direct investment is now down. It's been in the last 4 years a quarter of what it was in the United States, a third in the OECD countries, and this will be a further signal that we don't intend to build the infrastructure necessary to allow our oil and gas to be sold to overseas markets. I think Justin Trudeau has a huge problem. He spent $4.5 billion buying Trans Mountain. I don't see how he can say he won't go ahead. On the other hand, you know, he's desperate for any lifeline. So with all the other parties adamantly opposed, I'm not certain what he's going to do. But this is not good news for energy development. And furthermore, it's not good news for national unity. Do you expect there to see a reaction in the dollar quickly? I don't know if it'll be quickly, but it's hard to believe that it won't have an impact on the dollar.
All right, Joe Oliver, thank you so much, former Canadian Finance Minister.